Hi, I'm Dana Obelman, creator of No Sweat Potty Training. And today I wanted to talk about 3 common pitfalls or struggles parents have with potty training. And they tend to happen they're fairly common, so they're definitely worth talking about. And the first one is that somebody's having another baby. And one spot where a lot of toddlers struggle is either in potty training or in sleep regressions when a new baby arrives. And so I would say if you've got a toddler and you are expecting another baby, to time your potty training adventure for 2 to 3 months after your baby arrives. Because, if you're going to be potty training and then a new baby arrives, you will most likely find that you'll feel like you're back to square one with potty training. And what I worry about is that you'll be busy with your new baby and you'll be sleep deprived and you're just trying to fit your life back together again with this new little person. And so that your motivation for sticking with the potty training will just not be the same. And one thing I know about parenting in general is that consistency is key. So again, with potty training, you have to decide that you're going to do this and you have to stick with it. So that would be my advice, to just give it a couple of months, let the dust settle, let everybody get used to this new person in the family, and then start your potty training. Now, if you've started already and your child's been doing really well with it, and the new baby does come along, just know that there will most likely be at least a week or 2 of some potty training regression. And that's more of an attention-seeking strategy than anything else. Your toddler might be feeling a little bit insecure about their role in the family and this new baby, and you might find that they're just looking for a bit of extra attention, and that tends to come out in negative ways for whatever reason. So a few things you can do to try to prevent it. One is to just make some time for your toddler, special one-on-one time with mommy or with daddy, so that they're getting positive attention in other ways. And that might not prevent any regressions, but it'll definitely ease some of the struggles you're having as far as attention goes. And also stay the course. I know it's tempting to revert back or put him back in diapers, but you really shouldn't. It sends such a confusing message to your child at a time when they're really sensitive. If you start letting boundaries shift and slide all over the place, and rules that were once rules aren't rules anymore, that can be a fairly frightening experience for a toddler, and they're wondering, gosh, not only is there this new little person and I'm not getting the same kind of attention, but now the rules are all different and I don't know where the boundaries are. And so really my best advice is to just stay the course, be strong and consistent with your boundaries and your expectations, and it'll blow over. It really will. It's just a bit of a phase. Okay, another area that people often struggle is the bedtime stalling. And once your child figures out that potty training is really quite important to you, you might find that they use that against you in some ways. And a popular one is coming out to tell you that they need to use the washroom when it's bedtime. And a lot of people, they try to prevent it by making sure that their child has an opportunity to go to the bathroom beforehand. But inevitably that little person sneaks out and says they need to go. And so if you're really finding that it's repetitive and that, he comes out, he says he needs to go, you take him to the bathroom, you tuck him back in, he comes out again and says he needs to go, and he comes out. If you're finding that it's a repetitive problem, then a great solution that I've found is to give them what I call a hall pass. And you give them a little badge or a little piece of cardboard that you've made that says washroom, or toilet or potty, whatever you want to call it, and you say that they have one opportunity to use that, and once they've used it, then they can't go to the bathroom anymore at bedtime. So put it right beside the bed. If he wants to get up and give you his card, then he may go to the bathroom, but then that's it, he can't go. But the tricky part is you're going to have to follow through with that. Okay, you're going to have to say, I'm sorry, but you've already used your card. and now you're going to have to wait until morning to use the washroom. And really, especially if they're just coming out every 5 minutes to play this game, they don't have to go to the bathroom. They're just using this as a strategy for attention and to stall the whole bedtime process. So just trust that you've given him an opportunity. He's already gone, and he's used his card, and he needs to learn that it's not okay to keep coming out saying he needs to go when he really doesn't. So giving him a hall pass is a great solution to that problem. And again, the more attention a child gets for a behavior, the more you'll see it happening. So you wouldn't really make a big production about it. And I find that using the hall pass is a good way to just keep yourself calm, to just be very black and white with it, that you've already used it, I'm sorry, you're now done for the night. And it really clears up any gray areas for both you and your toddler. Okay? And another popular area of concern or struggle is going out with your potty training toddler. A lot of moms write in and say, I really want to go get groceries or go to the mall, or we have errands to run, and I'm really nervous about taking him out in just his underwear. And the temptation is, well, maybe just for this hour while we run out, I'll put him in a diaper or we'll go in pull-ups. And my answer to that is no, don't do that. If you've made it clear and you've said over and over again that we are diaper free and you're now in underwear, you really can't bend the rules for outings as well, either. And so my advice would be that you pack a bag with at least 2 pairs of clean clothes, several pairs of underwear, and just some gentle reminders that you are going out, that you do expect your child to go to the bathroom if she needs to let you know if that is necessary, and you will find her a bathroom as quick as you can, and that's where she'll go. And one of the things I found, especially with my own children, is that they really didn't like to be nagged. Big surprise. Most people don't really like to be nagged. And so I found that the more I nagged them about having to go to the bathroom, the more they resisted me. And I felt like they were saying no just because they felt like being defiant, and they were getting annoyed with me. So my rule was always to just say to them, I will find you a bathroom when you need to go, but you need to tell me when that you need it. So as long as they knew they needed to tell me, then they did, and I had to trust that, even if it had been an hour and I'm thinking he probably needs to go, I really had to keep my mouth shut and just trust that he would let me know when he did. And I'm not saying there weren't a few accidents, because of course there were. But once he knew that I trusted him and I took the pressure off, he did really well with that, and he would tell me, and that was a strategy I used with all 3, and that was helpful as well. So when you go out, plan ahead, make sure you've got your supplies, let your child know you'll find him a bathroom as soon as he needs one, but he's got to tell you, and then just follow through with that. And sometimes children are a bit nervous about a new environment. I know my children were always hesitant when it was a bathroom that had an automatic flush. They didn't like getting up and hearing the noise of the flush. And so preparing them for some of the differences that happen in public washrooms. But again, practice makes perfect. So just go ahead and go on your outings and just be prepared. So thanks for watching.